Welcome to one of my how-to videos, a DIY video for a bed bug trap. This does work, like you know. I improved on a couple people's concepts on YouTube, just to let you know. Okay, there's a couple. I took this from a couple concepts from a couple YouTube videos that I saw on YouTube how to do this. This does work, and I will show you the results after the video, at the end of the doing this, and this officially works and functions. And basically what it is, okay, this is all you're gonna need right now. I show you in this video right now what you see. So basically these are the tools that are required. You're gonna need is right here. Your X-Acto, like some type of X-Acto knife or a cutting knife, box cutter, scissors, double-sided mounting tape. I will provide links to this stuff. You can get Amazon or Walmart or whatever in the bottom of the description below to let you know. This is double-sided mounting tape for wall mounting, like pictures or something. If you don't want to use nails and stuff, you can get into at the hardware section of the store, any store you know of. And this is regular double-sided tape right here. Another requirement. I totally forgot one more thing. No. And you're going to need paper towel, of course. So your paper towel, at least a couple of pop bottles. These are sparkling, well, basically carbonated water, flavored water. You can get at Walmart for 80 cents a pop, 80 cents each. It's the current price now at Walmart. You can get and get these. These are 1 liter bottles, or use any 1 liter bottle if you want. Of choice is up to you. So sugar is required. You need sugar, measuring cup, at least something, a measuring cup at least. This is a 2-cup measuring cup. So, and at least a gallon pitcher. And one ingredient you're gonna need is this active yeast. So basically another one you can pick up. And some of these items you can get by food stamps, just to let you know. So, of course, the tools, of course. And you're going to need baby powder. Also, baby powder. A little small of it. And this cost me about, I almost already had some of the stuff already. It cost me no more than $5 what I had, because I already had most of the stuff already. I'd say you might be spending about $10 at the most, of anything, out of all this. So, it didn't cost me no more than $5 for myself. Of course, I already had most of the ingredients. And you're going to need a tablespoon, of course. Another thing you got to set up. So, okay. That's one requirement. Okay. Okay, let's start making the trap itself. All right. I suggest you cut this. Well, we'll do this last, actually. So we'll do this last, actually. We're not last, we're close to the end of this part of it. All right, let's take a bottle. So, yep. Let me drop my camera just a tad. So, yep. Okay, oops, actually, let's keep the cap on first before we do any screw up here. I want to take the knife. You just got to start a hole with a knife. Just got to start one spot, because you're going to use the scissors from this point. If you take the label off of the bottle, this bottle, I recommend when you cut the top of this off, this bottle, you want to cut the whole top off, okay? But keep the cap on, it'll be a lot easier to start a hole. That way you have air pressure in the bottle itself, so it won't be as hard to cut a hole into it. Because all you did, and if they use the scissors and go around, try to keep it with the line of the label as much as possible, depending on your pop bottle, okay, or whatever bottle you're going to use. But try to keep it as high as possible, okay. Just to let you know, you don't want it too short. So let's start a hole right now. Okay, just like that. Then just take your scissors. So, yeah. Go right inside the hole. And just start going around on the line the bottle as much as possible. Keep it straight as possible as you can. Just follow that line as much as you can, of that label. Okay, all right. Now you can take the label off. You don't need it. It's not required. So you can see it better that way. That's done there. All right. Okay. Now you're going to need. Actually, you need this. You definitely need this now. At this point, the double-sided mounting tape. Don't need a real thick mounting tape to do this. So you can see, I know we pretty much started it. All right, cat. You're gonna get in the way of things, aren't you? You want to be star of the show, huh? All right. Yeah, I want to start cutting. You want to cut enough to cover the round of the rim of the bottle right here, to cover that whole around, make a whole circle around there. Okay. That's about the length you want. So cut it in half, down the middle as long as you can to that point. I think that'd be about enough there. Come on, cat, you're in the way. All right. Don't want to pull off the other stuff in the end yet. I think that's too short. Yeah, we're gonna cut that a little bit longer. Come on, cat. Really, cat? Just when I'm recording, right? You want it to be in the middle of the attention. Yeah, because the amount you're gonna make of this, the stuff I'm gonna make for the bait. We're gonna make. You're gonna at least need a 2-liter bottle of this stuff because we're making about 2 liters of it. So, all right, okay. Let's see. About right. Okay. Okay. You want to keep it as close to the edge, to the top as much as possible. Because you're putting that top back in here again. This will seal the outside of it, which you're going to have the whole dead center where the bugs can fall into. Yeah, it's not going to be perfect, but it's still too short for me. But it's alright. It's just a little short. That's alright. It don't have to be perfect. It does not have to be perfect. I should have dried that out a bit. Still had water in it. Okay. But it'll help to keep the top in place. So now you want to go ahead and peel this off. The other side of the tape where it sticks, where the adhesive is. Okay. All right, where did I put that top at? Make sure take the top off the cap. You don't need that included. So that part is don't need anymore. And just stick this inside like that. Make sure it's completely good sealed around the side. As I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. But, you know, you only can be human. Okay. That part is done. So you can do the same thing with the second bottle, just like now. All right, we'll go on to the next part where we got to make the bait that goes into here, and I'll show you how to get that done, that part. All right, so let's go. Okay, we're in my kitchen now, so here we go. All right, I got my sugar, I got my active yeast, active dry yeast. Okay, to let you know, when you do this, make sure you use lukewarm water, because you'll put this in. You don't want to put this in the shock, or it'll just be pointless to put it in. Make sure you use lukewarm water. Don't use hot. Don't use cold. Use like lukewarm, just lukewarm water in the middle. Make sure it's not too hot and not too cold. Okay. I'm going to try to do just 2 cups. You want to start with this first, because you want to take it. When you first start this, you want to at least let it sit for 10 minutes. At least set it for 10 minutes to activate the yeast in here, just to let you all know. And make sure when you do this, make sure you do it into the picture here, or it will foam over wherever you try to put it in at first, because you don't want a big mess, of course. So you could do that just right in the picture itself. At least try to get it full down to close to the bottom here. I would say maybe 4 cups at the most. We'll find out here at this point. I'm not sure how many cups it's going to take, but you don't want too much to activate, so you can activate it. Let's go from there. So you can see I got my 2 things ready to go to fill. We're not completely done with them yet. It's on a paper towel, so that's going to come in yet. So I'll show you with the paper towel and the double-sided tape, so they'll come in yet. So, all right, let's start with filling this picture slightly up. So just make sure you use lukewarm water when you do this, so you don't want it too hot. The basic of the idea is, this is basically, bed bugs cannot swim. So what we're doing is this will activate, their bed bugs are attracted to CO2, carbon dioxide. That's what we breathe out every night when we're in our beds. That's what bed bugs are attracted to. This will produce carbon dioxide. Not a whole lot, but it will produce something to kill you wise, but it'll produce enough to attract the bed bugs. Trust me, it will work. I'll show you that. I said I had 2 of them set up 2 days ago, and they're working great. So I'll let you know. All right, that's a little too warm. Yeah, okay. We don't want it too hot, we don't want it too cold neither, because we want to activate this. All right, that feels good. Let's start with 2 cups. Let's see if that'll be enough. Okay, well, yeah. Need something to stir that up with too. Yeah, that's going to be another requirement I totally forgot to grab. Okay. Let's do 3 cups, just to be safe. Because you're going to need at least a 2 liter amount of that stuff to cover the 2 bottles I got. There we go. That should be enough. So I got 3 cups in here right now. 3 cups. So, okay. Now let's start with the sugar. I would say put a couple of tablespoons in of sugar at first. It's going to take 2 cups of sugar at the end, just to let you know. I'm not going to just take a couple of tablespoons. This will activate the yeast also. And what it's going to do is going to ferment the yeast. Basically, it's going to ferment it, and it's going to make carbon dioxide while it's fermenting. So this can last for a long time. I don't know how long it's supposed to last exactly, but I would say I would like maybe after 2 weeks change it out, maybe. So do it again. Use the same old traps we made. So, all right, we got 2 spoons of sugar in there. So I'm just letting you, I'm using great value sugar, pure sugar. So, all right, take 1 packet of yeast. You don't need more than 1, just need 1 packet. All right. Okay. Dump it in your picture. Stir it up very well. And let it sit for 10 minutes. I'll let you know, it will put an odor out, a smell, like a bread store or something. You'll smell like your house will smell a little bit. It's not very bad, but if you want to get rid of bed bugs, deal with it. That's the thing. Okay, well, 10 minutes after that, we'll be back. All right, 10 minutes has passed. Well, there's not much foam there, but you can see there's a little foam right there. That's the yeast that's active. That's basically what that is carbon dioxide coming out of the yeast and the sugar and water. So basically that's that's going on. That's what we want. That's what's going to attract the bed bugs is right there. That's what's causing carbon dioxide is right there. That foam. I'll show you down there. You can see on top of it. All right, now we don't want to fill this all the way up because we're only filling up these 2 bottles right here. So that's already filling up right now. So it's going to say 2 cups of sugar. I already got it right here, set to go. That's what I'm using. It is currently right there. The sugar, okay. Let's dump it inside. Again, we want lukewarm water. Only lukewarm water. Make sure when you fill it up more. So it doesn't matter after it's done, it will drop. I guess if it traps so long it sits, it doesn't matter on the temperatures after that. So, you know, as it's fermenting, that's what it's going to attract the bed bugs. So, okay. All right. So basically, I'm going to try to fill up to basically up to here, at least half this pitcher at least. I don't need a whole lot of it. It's sort of between 2 bottles, 2 1-liter bottles. Oop, I was too hot. I almost put too hot of water in there. All right, we don't want that hot of water. We still lukewarm water, about the same you put in. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, now you want to stir this up as much as possible. Okay. All the sugar and everything is dissolved into it. My cats like to be always the star. There's our bug bait, bed bug bait right there. That's gonna ferment. I said I'm just my first time doing this myself, anyways. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna ferment. It takes time, and the longer it sits, the more that carbon dioxide will build. So as long as that's still going, I said I should change it every 2 weeks. I recommend 2 weeks. Bed bugs can go without feeding for at least 6 months. They can go out with feeding. Just to let you know, they can go hibernation too also. So you want to keep this up at least keep it up for at least a year, hopefully less than that. Because my mom was a pest control before she passed away. She used to work for pest control for Orkin. I got stuff to take care of before, but again, didn't work half time, and it costs a lot of money, about $2,000 at least or more, depending on how you're going to do the treatments. This will avoid that. The bed bugs will have a source to go to, so this will attract them. They'll go in. It said bed bugs cannot swim. So basically what's going to happen, they'll fall down that little hole down there, and the baby powder, I'm going to spread it around here, of course. I'm going to show you in the video here after this. So what's going to happen, they're going to slide down that hole, and they're going to fall into this stuff that's going to be in there. So they can't swim, let you know, and they can't climb slick surfaces. That's why the baby powder comes to play, and that's why I try to seal it as much as possible around the edges, as much as we can. So let's go for this. Okay. All right. And you want to dry the top of it as much as you can. You don't want to fill it all the way, just enough, almost to the, not too close, but close enough, so that carbon dioxide, you can see it bubbling up in there. You can see that. That's what's producing carbon dioxide. So that'll attract the bed bugs. So you can see they're leaving enough room between that hole where they're going to fall into, and so they can they'll attract them. So they'll drop inside there. And I'll show you what we need the paper towel for. That'll help them climb up to the trap itself. So looks like I'm gonna have some left over. I might have made too much. So I can make more traps with this if I wanted to. Okay, on to the next part. Okay, now this is where the double-sided tape and paper towel comes from, into what we're going to do now. Basically, so you can see right now it's producing carbon dioxide pretty good. So yeah, I would recommend to set these around your bed area, under your bed, closer at least to the bed itself, as much as possible. If you're going to do it on top of your bed or something like that, if you're gone for the day, but I suggest put it out to the edge where it doesn't get spilled by a pet or a kid or anything, or a kid can get to. So, I mean, I don't think it will hurt a kid. It's got sugar and active yeast in it. So, it's all natural. So, it's all food product at that point. So, but again, just so you don't have a big mess to come to. But put it under your bed where it could not get spilled, or close to by the bed edges, so the bed bugs can crawl and climb into it. So, or any place where you got like couches or furniture, you might trying to save, if you can. All right, we're gonna do some double-sided tape now. This is the double-sided tape. I'm gonna wrap it around the bottle area. So the paper towel will stick to the bottle. So this will help the bed bugs get into the trap. So you want that. Just to let you know. I'll put it around the top to the brim area. You're asking why I just don't use the cutter on the tape thing. It doesn't work with the crap. So, yeah. That's why I use the scissors. Okay. Okay, well, that should be plenty on there. Now, this is going to, it's not like a, it's like tape. This is going to have two, like one of the paper towels, like they're cut in certain divisions. You want at least 2 full sheets of this if you got something similar, or a full paper towel. But you want at least, it's got to wrap around the bottle itself. Okay? It's got to wrap around the bottle. And make sure it's all the way up to the edge of the bottle, up top. You want to make sure it's close to the edge. This will help him climb into the bottle, the trap. He should hate when I tear it by accident. Yeah. Alright. I'm not like using Bounty or anything. I'm using the cheapest roll they had at Walmart. And it's under $1. I think it was like 97 cents or something. There we go. And there's our trap. It's finished. That's how you do it. Place that whatever you want to place it at, by your bed at least. Most where you're going to find your, any place where the bed bugs are, like, they like to hide in dark places and cracks and crevices. Any place they can hide. So yeah, I should put some more tape on that. That'll be fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. So all they gotta do, they'll climb up this. And oh yeah, wait, we're not totally done yet. Almost forgot. Baby powder. Yeah, we need the baby powder. So sprinkle it some side at the top. Take your finger, spread it all around the thing. Don't worry about getting into the stuff. It ain't gonna hurt it. This will help it make it slicker so they can slip and fall in there. And there you go. You got your trap is finished. That's a finished trap. And I'll show you the results on my other trap. It's been set for the last 3 days. So, you know, I'll show you the results after I did this here. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Here's my bed bug trap. That has been set for 3 days since I set it up. You can see those little things in the bottom of that hole. Those little bed bugs you see. So far it's doing its job and it works and it functions. So as you can see, they're falling inside. So yep, it's doing its job. As I said, bed bugs cannot swim. So yeah, they work and everything else. If you find this video very informative and very helpful, please leave a comment below and a description below, the comment below. If you can, let me know this is doing well, and maybe suggest any other suggestions I'll be willing to be open to, or questions. Please like and subscribe and hit that bell notification for future videos. And thank you for watching. I appreciate your support and help.